The year 2026 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting times in automotive history, and at the center of all this buzz is the return of a true American legend, the Plymouth Hemi Cuda. Yes, you heard that right. After decades of silence, one of the most iconic muscle cars ever built is making a comeback. And let me tell you, this isn't just a re-release for nostalgia. This is a full-on reinvention that's designed to shock every muscle car fan around the world. So buckle up, because today we're diving into everything we know so far about the 2026 Plymouth Hemi Cuda, from its legendary history to the jaw-dropping features of this new model, and why it might just be the most talked-about muscle car of the decade. Now, before we get into the 2026 version, let's rewind for a second and appreciate what made the original Plymouth Hemi Cuda so special. Back in the late 60s and early 70s, the Hemi Cuda was the kind of car that didn't just turn heads, it stopped traffic. It was bold, it was powerful, and it had that unmistakable Mopar attitude that set it apart from anything else on the road. Powered by the legendary 426 Hemi engine, the Cuda was a beast at the drag strip and a poster child for raw American horsepower. Today, collectors pay hundreds of thousands, sometimes even millions, for an original Hemi Cuda in pristine condition. That tells you just how deep the love for this car really runs. So when rumors started swirling that Plymouth, or rather, Dodge under Stellantis, was bringing back the Hemi Cuda for 2026, the internet exploded. Car forums, social media groups, and muscle car communities have been buzzing with speculation. Could this be the revival of one of the greatest muscle cars of all time? And if so, how will it fit into today's world of electrification, hybrid powertrains, and tighter emission rules? Here's where things get interesting. According to early leaks and industry insiders, the 2026 Plymouth Hemi Cuda will strike a balance between honoring its roots and embracing the future. At the heart of it all is the powertrain, which is expected to feature a modernized version of the legendary Hemi V8. We're talking about a supercharged 6.4-liter Hemi engine rumored to push out around 720 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful muscle cars on the market. And while some may have expected a full electric version, it looks like Stellantis wants to give enthusiasts one last taste of pure V8 muscle before the industry goes fully electric. That's right, the 2026 Hemi Cuda could be one of the final frontiers for raw, old-school power. But that's not all. There are also strong hints that the new Hemi Cuda will offer an electrified variant, possibly a plug-in hybrid that combines the Hemi engine with electric motors for even more torque and efficiency. Imagine launching off the line with instant electric torque while still hearing that thunderous V8 roar. That's a combination that could silence critics and bring both old-school purists and modern performance fans together under one roof. Now let's talk about design, because let's face it, half the magic of the original Hemi Cuda was the way it looked. From the shaker hood to the aggressive stance, it was pure muscle car art. The 2026 version is expected to carry over some of those iconic cues while modernizing them for today's market. Early concept images and leaked renders show a wide, low-slung body with muscular fenders, a modern interpretation of the shaker hood, and LED lighting that gives it a futuristic edge while still paying tribute to its past. The front grille, for example, is said to be a bold reinterpretation of the classic 70s design, instantly recognizable but with a sleeker, more aerodynamic profile. In short, it's retro done right, not just a copy and paste job, but a respectful modernization that feels fresh and exciting. Step inside the cabin, and the 2026 Hemi Cuda is expected to deliver the best of both worlds. You'll have a driver-focused cockpit that stays true to its muscle car DNA, but with the technology and luxury features modern buyers demand. Think massive digital displays, customizable driving modes, high-quality materials, and of course, a sound system that can rattle your bones just like the exhaust note outside. We're also hearing about advanced driver assist features, but not in a way that takes away from the driving experience. The idea is to keep the Cuda raw and exciting while still offering safety and convenience for everyday use. Now let's compare the Hemi Cuda with some of its rivals, because competition is fierce in this segment. On one hand, you've got the Ford Mustang Dark Horse, which has been stealing headlines with its modern V8 power and track-ready performance. Then there's the Chevrolet Camaro, although Chevy has been shifting toward electric futures and its long-term place in the muscle car wars is uncertain. And let's not forget Dodge's own Challenger, which has already made waves with special edition Hellcats and electrified concepts. The Cuda, however, stands out because it carries a name that hasn't been seen in decades. That alone gives it a nostalgic edge, and when combined with the rumored power and design, it could easily leapfrog into the spotlight as the king of the modern muscle cars. But beyond specs and comparisons, the Hemi Cuda has something that numbers can't measure: legacy. This is a car that represents rebellion, freedom, and the golden age of American performance. Bringing it back isn't just about horsepower, it's about reconnecting with that raw, emotional experience that made us fall in love with cars in the first place. And in a world that's rapidly shifting towards silent, battery-powered vehicles, the roar of a Hemi engine feels more special than ever. Of course, this raises the question: is the 2026 Hemi Cuda just a swan song for the muscle car era, or is it the beginning of a new chapter? Some experts believe it will serve as a bridge, one last hurrah for V8 power while easing into hybrid and electric territory. Others think Stellantis might use the Cuda to carve out a niche, offering both traditional and electrified versions to satisfy a wide range of enthusiasts. Either way, it's clear the Cuda is not just here to participate. It's here to dominate. And let's not forget about pricing and availability. While nothing is official yet, industry insiders predict a starting price in the $70,000 range, with higher performance trims pushing past six figures. That might sound steep, but considering the performance, heritage, and exclusivity on offer, it's likely to be a hot ticket item. If history is any indication, special editions and limited runs could sell out in days, making the Cuda not just a car, but a collector's dream from day one. So, as we look ahead to 2026, one thing is clear: the Plymouth Hemi Cuda is more than just a car, it's a statement. It's a reminder of where we came from, a celebration of pure American muscle, and perhaps a glimpse into how tradition and innovation can coexist in the modern age. Whether you're a die-hard Mopar fan or just someone who appreciates great automotive design, the return of the Hemi Cuda is a moment you won't want to miss. In conclusion, the 2026 Plymouth Hemi Cuda promises to be everything muscle car fans have been waiting for and more. With its blend of legendary heritage, jaw-dropping power, modern technology, and unmistakable design, it's poised to shock the world and cement itself as one of the defining cars of this decade. The only question left is, are you ready for it? So, what do you think? Will the new Hemi Cuda live up to the hype, or is it destined to be a nostalgic one-hit wonder? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is a conversation every car fan needs to be part of. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most exciting upcoming muscle cars, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more automotive content, and ring the bell so you never miss a first look at the cars that are shaping our future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.